Hey guys, I'm Viper and welcome to a brand new video, and it's the last ever F1 2015 preview video for this season, and of course it is the grand finale, that is Abu Dhabi. In the background, as you can see, it's F1 2009 at Abu Dhabi. I'm driving as Jenson Button. Obviously it says Viper, which is me, but I'm in Jenson Button's car with the Abu Dhabi livery on. Anyway, let's get on to it, shall we? Right, so obviously, of course, since the Abu Dhabi initially got underway back in 2009, coincidentally enough, the race has been one that's been on the calendar, obviously, for the past, well, like I said, it's been on since 2009. Each race has been slightly different in the sense that, well, put it this way, there's only been one or two mediocre races, I think it's easy to say. The races being 2013, I think 2011 were mediocre. I think in 2010 that was obviously where we had the showdown. I think it was between five, including Button. I think it was Vettel, Webber, Alonso, Hamilton and Button, which was the first time I think in quite a few years that the F1 calendar came to a track like this. Or, well, the championship in F1 ended with 5 people could easily just have took the championship. Of course, Vettel did come out on top to take his first ever world title. Alonso not managing to get past, I think it was Vitaly Petrov's Renault, I think it was, which he got held behind for most of the race, and that lost in the championship in the end. As for Hamilton and Button, they didn't do so great, and Webber, of course, I think he finished third in the race, which wasn't enough for him to get the title himself. But it was a good race from what I remember. 2009, which was its initial race, there wasn't much controversy sparking it like Singapore did when that came onto the calendar in 2008. But the race itself was reasonable enough. Vettel, I believe, won the race Vettel won the race from pole, if I remember correctly. Vettel won the last race of the season. Obviously, Button was crowned champion back in Brazil that year. 2011, like I said, I think that was a bland race, mainly because of the dominance that had happened near enough by Vettel himself. Probably not as much as 2013, where he completely dominated the second half of the season, which did make it a bit of a mediocre race in my eyes, this one. Mark Webber did well in 2013, I think, for that, considering it was his last year in F1. And last year, obviously, we had the fight between the two Mercedes drivers that was supposedly, in quotations, down to the wire. But I don't think it was, mainly just because of the fact that, well, Rosberg had an engine failure, I think it was. Not engine failure, ERS failure, I think it was, which caused his brakes to feel a lot heavier. And he lost a lot of it. I think it was 80 horsepower they lost when the ERS failed, which meant he finished, I think, in the end, his final result was he finished 13th in the race and Hamilton won it. Of course, he took his second world title last year. Yeah, that's just a quick brief look at the history of the track since it's been the F1 calendar. But for this year, it's fair to say one of the Mercedes is going to win it. Most likely Hamilton again, given his pace last year to Rosberg. That depends on his start, though, to be fair. I mean, Rosberg did get pole last year, so I can easily say that Rosberg will gain pole position in qualifying. Hamilton and probably Vettel will be second and third. However, for the race, I'd probably say Hamilton will win from Rosberg. Because he did look stronger than Rosberg last year, and I think so obviously Hamilton wins, Rosberg second. I believe I'm gonna say Vettel third, then Valtteri Bottas fourth, Kimi Raikkonen fifth, Felipe Massa sixth. As for 7th to 10th, I'm going to be ballsy and say 7th, I'm going to say Nico Rosberg, 8th, Daniel Ricciardo, 9th, Max Verstappen, and 10th, probably Romain Grosjean. It's probably not a fantastic top 10, but it's probably the closest thing I've got to it. But yeah, like I said, this is like the last F1 preview video for this year, as I said at the start. But I will be back next year making F1 2016 preview videos. If you guys will like me to, I can make the testing videos, looking, before testing, or testing, reviews of the testing days that I think are in January and February next year. So if you guys want me to make them, be sure to leave that down in the comments saying that you would like to see them, or no, you would not like to see them. It makes it quite easy on me. But also make sure in the comment section for today's video. Make sure you leave your thoughts on the top 5 that I've given. Well, I'd technically give a top 10, but the top 5, like I said, Hamilton, Rosberg, Vettel, Bottas, Raikkonen. That's my top 5 for the race, and Rosberg on pole for qualifying. Like I said, be sure to leave your comments down below for what your top 5 will be and who you think will gain pole position. And until next time, I've been Viper Racing, you guys are boss. I'm going to leave you guys the rest of the footage in the background. Hope you guys enjoy it. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ta-ra!